Trump's executive orders are 1,000% going to affect the economy directly here in Kansas City because if you guys didn't know, the federal government is the largest employer here in KC with 30,000 jobs being Fed jobs. IRS alone, I believe, employs 6,000 people here in KC, and 1,000 of those jobs are up for layoffs because we have about 1,000 probationary employees that work for the IRS here, and layoffs did just start today. Around 50 to 60 people already lost their jobs just today. They were escorted out of the building. And it's not just the IRS, the Department of Agriculture and the VA have huge presences here in KC, with the VA being one of the most important. The core of the federal presence here in Kansas City is due to the VA, and they have been working on a decades-long process to modernize our healthcare for the veterans, and this is going to have huge impacts on our veteran care across the country. Now, I am really not aware of any fallbacks. I know a couple of states with their massive layoffs for federal workers have protections in place, but I am not aware of anything here in the state of Missouri or Kansas yet. But if there is, I will keep everyone updated.
I have an FAFO and FAO for the red state of Kansas. Yes, GM is laying off 900 workers immediately, canceling their second shift. Yes, they voted for the Trump administration and Republican. Yes, this is severely going to hurt Kansas and the surrounding area. This is one of many FAFOs that Republicans and MAGA have received. Just remember, they control the House, the Senate, the presidency, and the Supreme Court. If you did not hear yesterday on October 1st, the very bad economic news was the negative 32,000 jobs created in September. Also, unemployment is as high as 6% in some states. The government is on day 2 of shutdown. This is a major FAFO for those who voted for Trump. Drop a comment and follow.
Hi y'all, I have another fuck around and find out story. Okay, so now it's post inauguration. We are now starting to see the effects of certain policies. So here locally in the Kansas City area, just reading up on the local news, it turns out with the federal government, cleansing that Elon Musk wants to do, right now in the local Kansas City area, they're talking about almost 30,000 people are at risk of losing their jobs. Do you know how catastrophic that is? And this is the thing though, like I also have a cousin who works for the FBI. Now the FBI is kind of like the military where they pride themselves in being like apolitical, and he works with people from different backgrounds, different political schemes, and he's right in the center of this. And the thing is this, one thing that he said was this, is not that some of these people who voted for certain policies are not educated. It's not that they're not smart. It's not that they're necessarily ignorant. It's something within themselves that is attracted to that, and all logic goes out the window. And right now, with everything going on with the FBI, with the government restructuring that Elon Musk wants to do, he has his co-workers at risk of losing everything that they work for their careers, because the government, people don't tend to necessarily make a whole bunch of money in the private sector, but the government is known for having pensions and job stability and security. And that was one of the benefits of being a government employee. That is about to be eradicated. And also what people don't understand is this, the government has always been pivotal in us having a middle class in America. The attack on the government hiring or federal government grants is attack on the middle class. And unfortunately, some people are just not getting it, and they just start finding out. Guys, let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Bye.
GM just fired almost 40,000 people. The buyouts will probably be for more, but that's about what people will take. It's hard to imagine 40,000 people losing their jobs at a big car company, but GM wants to be in the EV business. According to a couple newspapers, they aren't doing a very good job. So maybe firing all those people to save money isn't such a bad idea.
Okay, take a look at this. This just coming after the UAW and the auto companies agreed on a new contract. General Motors laying off over 1,300 employees in Michigan. The company says it will offer impacted employees jobs elsewhere in the company. Meanwhile, Stellantis, another automaker based out of Michigan with plants all across the country, they're cutting 2,453 jobs at its Detroit plant. Now, a lot of this has to do, the officials say, with EV sales. People are not buying electric vehicles like they had thought. There's many other financial reasons as well, but all of this coming just after they all agreed on a new union contract. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below, and make sure you're following me. Hit the plus symbol right over there. I'm Dave Bondi. I am an independent journalist, keeping it real.
As usual, after hiring too many people, another company is looking to reduce its costs by firing 1,000 employees worldwide. This will affect employees in the services and software division at General Motors. Now that's 1.3% of General Motors' entire workforce. Another great reminder that nothing is permanent. Even if you're working for one of the biggest companies in the world, is established, you're still at risk. You never know what comes tomorrow. That's why it's so important to build skills that are useful in today's market. So while you're in your job, it's a good idea to keep learning and keep developing more skill sets to make sure that you are competitive in the labor market.